Hello everyone, welcome to Baking with Frank. I'm Tom, I'm going to be your host for this, and this is an experiment, so stay with me. We're going to make Mom's cherry pie today. So Mom made this cherry pie the whole time that my brothers and I were growing up. It was my dad's favorite. So we're going to work on that. So keep following along and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we are. Very important first thing. Recipe in Mom's handwriting, right there. Pretty simple. Mom was a person that had 3 boys and a husband and didn't spend a lot of time with fussiness, but made a lot of really good food. So we're gonna do this on her behalf. So we're looking at 2 crusts. These are absolutely the store-bought crusts, so don't worry about having to make crust. 2 cans of cherries. These should be, Mom would tell you, they have to be sour cherries or they will not work. It will be a disaster. You won't have an opportunity to recover. Your children will be scarred from this. So make sure you get the tart cherries. Save a 1/4 can of the cherry juice. Mom said to do that. I'm not exactly sure why, but we're gonna do it anyway. 3 teaspoons of tapioca. We've tried to do this with the pearl tapioca. That doesn't work as well. So this is the ground tapioca. It looks a little bit like, I'm not even sure what right now, but just because I'm me and, trying to figure this out, we're soaking that in that cherry juice. And then 3 scoops of sugar on top of that, and a chunk of butter. A very mom instruction, chunk of butter. And a sprinkle of a sprinkle of cinnamon, and then we'll bake at 350. So let's start putting this here together. So much as Mom would do, I'm gonna grab a fork here, just dock the bottom. Dock is a very technical term. It's something that I actually learned on a very famous blonde housekeeping show, lifestyle show. So we'll just go with that. But something that I also remember watching my grandma do. Grandma was all about the apple pie, and we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll do that at some point. I'm not sure I have Grandma's apple pie recipe, but much like Mom, I'm sure it isn't terribly difficult. All right, so there's that. In goes some cherries. Just spread those around a little bit. I have washed my hands. Yes, you might see a dog run by. I'm at home, so be ready for that. Can number 2, already drained, as you can see. In we go. Oh, I should mention also that today is March 13th. So clearly tomorrow being 3/14 is Pie Day. So we're doing this for Pie Day. All right, in go the tapioca. Mix that up a little more. It's gonna look like red puke, but hey, we're going with Mom's instructions here. So it's gonna turn out great. If it turns out anything like hers, I'll be thrilled. All right, so there's that. Looks a little dry to me, but what do I know? This is the first time I've ever done this because I always had Mom to do it. And 3 scoops of sugar. So somewhere back here, yeah, I'm stepping away here. Stay with me. I've got some sugar. Here we go. And using the Mom measure, I'm going to use a Mom spoon. There's a Mom spoon. Mom bought these all over the place, wherever she could find them. And we bring them out at holidays to use a serving spoon. She would just equally use them in the camper or whatever she needed to do. Mom was pretty resourceful like that. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Look at that. That can be taught. Okay, we're gonna get a chunk of butter, a chunk for Mom. So let's see what we got here. That's Girl Scout cookies, you can't have those. Here's butter. So I'm gonna say that a chunk, by my thought, is, let's say it's 2 tablespoons. Just for, kicks. Because I thought it looked a little dry earlier. We're using only the finest butter that we picked up at the supermarket. Cut that down a little bit. Just, I don't know if Mom did that or not, but I'm going to. Funny thing is, my nephew, so Mom's great nephew, worked with Mom. He was 4 or 5 at the time. But Mom taught him how to make this pie, and he will very happily tell you that the secret to this pie is cherries. Some of you wouldn't think that there's such a secret with it being a cherry pie and all, but that's what Mom told him, and that's what we're going with. All right, there's the butter. We're gonna set that over here for now. Put that in the sink. And a sprinkle of cinnamon. So, let's see what we got in the cinnamon realm here. There we go. Cinnamon from up north, from our good friends there. We love them. Not going to share their name because I don't have authorization to do so, but I'm sure you'll recognize the jar. All right, so oven is preheating and is at 350. I'm just going to take the second one of these, cut the ends off here, go right down the middle. Dogs are being good, getting dark outside. Just about time to get a whiskey and a hot tub and call it a day, but we're going to do this first. All right, unrolling the very, very obviously store-bought pie crust. Delicious. I'm going to put that up on top like that. And then I've also done this maybe once in my life before. I'm going to roll this under. Somewhere my aunt's going to be watching this and saying, next time you're going to do this with me. And that would be great. So there's that. Getting around to the side here. I feel like I'm in a race here. I don't know why. All right. And then I'm just going to do this because I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but you know, we'll leave that to the actual experts. But I'm just going to use my thumb. That one doesn't look very good there. Here, that's better. Smush it. Smush is a technical baking term. You'll learn that when you're as experienced as I am. Smushing is something that's very important. All right, so there we go. I am going to put some vent holes in that. That one I do know, even though I don't think there's a lot of juice in there, there's probably enough that I gotta let the steam out. So there we go, enough for steam. Getting ready for Pie Day. All right, we're gonna pop this in the oven. Let me see if I can get you to see it. There we go, that's what it's all about, doing this for the first time. All right, come in with me, over to the oven. Ooh, mercy, hot in there. Surface of the sun. All right. And in we go. All right, we'll be back when she's done. Okay, the recipe said until brown. Yet another mom direction. And we're close. That was 20 minutes for those of you who don't speak mom. So I think we're gonna give it another 5 minutes. Back in 5. All right, 5 minutes has passed. Here we go. Don't do this at home. They'll wait I am at home. It feels a little mushy. We're gonna give it another 5. Let's see how it goes. All right, here we are again. And using a mom term, it smells right. Yeah, yeah, baby, there it is. All right, here it is out of the oven. Looking good, cooling off. So that was a total of 30 minutes for the brown. We're gonna let this cool down because it's not yet Pie Day, because that's tomorrow. We'll taste it tomorrow. All right, here we are, happy Pie Day. Let's take a look, see how we did here. More importantly, take a taste. Once again, one of Mom's probably less than $1 yard sale finds here. And I mean, it looks like Mom's pie. It's appropriately sticky, so that's good. Adjust you up here. Well, you know, might be a little more technical expertise than I have. There we go. All right. Let's have a taste of this. Tastes like Mom's. We're in.